Hello, and thank you for joining me as I start the Rise of the Red Skull campaign. I do want to give a shout out to Get Up in Game, who gave me the recommendation that since I want to play Cyclops, to do this, to start using Mutant Genesis mods to make it more interesting and make it more thematic. So let's get started. So for the story, this is Rise of the Red Skull. And Avengers Tower. Avengers, come in. This is Nick Fury of S.H.I.E.L.D. Director Fury, what's wrong? Project Pegasus is under attack. An army of Hydra soldiers has laid siege to the facility. Crossbones is leading the assault. We need you there now. Tell your men to hold the line, Fury. The Avengers are on their way. So for the first scenario, it is Crossbones. Crossbones is attacking the Project Pegasus facility in the Abermac Mountains with a small army of Hydra troops. The S.H.I.E.L.D. soldiers stationed there fight desperately to protect the facility, but they have been overwhelmed by Hydra's assault. They need your help to stop Crossbones from capturing the experimental weapons being developed in the Pegasus labs. Alright, so for setup, I am playing Cyclops and Aggression. And I'm going to be playing against Crossbones with the Acolytes, Brotherhood, and Mystique modular sets. Over here, outside of the screen, I have my weapon attachment deck. And I think that's everything I need to start playing. Alright, so to get started with the hero phase, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all of the cards with the exception of Strength and Ricochet Beam. So that's 4 cards that I'm going to draw. Ooh, perfect. Alright. So I'm going to use Scott Summers, and I am going to draw a Exploit Weakness. I forgot to draw my... All right. And so I was able to pull out Exploit Weakness because of my constant training. So I'm gonna play Boot Camp to get that on. Ooh, man, there are probably a lot of people that are gonna be like, that was damn. But I'm going to flip over to Scott. I'm going to pay Strength to play the Ruby Red Visor, and I'm going to use Wolverine and Phoenix to play Ricochet Beam. So this means that I'm going to exhaust this to hit him for 4, and then I'll get to use this to hit him for 8. So that kills that. That's 12, right? 4 and 4 is 12. 4 and 4 and 4. 3 4s, 12. So I'm going to, that goes down to 0. And now I have to find the Crossbones machine gun. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've pulled out Crossbones machine gun, and I've also gone and increased his health here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my hand, and we will get... Oh, I'm sorry. Before, I also meant to attack him for 2, so this goes down to 12. And then, I think I could be over. This could be it. I feel like I won this already, and it's only the first villain phase. Because I am so cocky, I think I'm gonna go and defend just in case. So I will defend, and he's gonna hit me for 3, but he gets 2 boost cards. And so he hits me for 5. Gosh. That was with defending. And my encounter card is the blob. Oh no. So I do need to move this to 5. And now I have to fight the blob. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to play priority target onto blob. And then I'm going to use field commander to play full blast, which I will use my ruby quartz visor. That allows me to do 12 damage. No, I'm sorry. It allows me to do 11 damage. So 11 plus the blob. That's that puts the villain at 5 health. So we're equals. But because I had priority target on the blob, I get to draw 2 cards. Oh, I'm sorry. This goes away too. I'm going to go and use Expansion, attack training. I hate to say it, Ricochet Beam to play Marvel Girl. And hopefully she will be able to defend for me, which will allow me to attack and defeat Crossbones next round. Alright, so go ahead and I've added the scheme here and here now. And now Crossbones is going to attack, and I'm going to have him attack Marvel Girl. Yeah, I probably should have had her thwart for me, but oh well. And so I get 2 boost cards, or he gets 2 boost cards because he still has the machine gun out, and he's going to do 2, so 5 damage in total. So Marvel Girl's gone. And now I get my encounter card, which is full auto, which means discard X cards from the encounter deck where X is his attack. Take 1 indirect damage for each boost icon discarded this way. So his attack is 3, I think. So I'll take 2 damage. I discarded 3 cards, by the way. All right. So I do think this is an extremely lucky win. I mean, as you can tell, my health is here, and it is not amazing going into the 3rd hero round. But I am going to play Magic, Tactical Brilliance, and Utopa. I'm going to use all 3 of those to pay for Polaris, which will give me a tough status card just in case I need it. I'm going to use Practice Defense, and I will Optic Blast for 3. So the villain goes down to 2. And then I will have Polaris attack for 2, and now the villain is... So, as I mentioned earlier, I think I was extremely lucky in that round. Sometimes I'll play around while I'm on calls or whatever, and it just... there were 2 outcomes for me against Crossbones when I played this. Either I got extremely lucky or I lost due to thwart. So one of the things that I thought was really interesting in almost all of the plays was how little I saw minions, even though I had the Mystique, I had Brotherhood, and I had Acolyte encounter decks involved. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do with my deck, especially because I'm going up against the Absorbing Man, and I'll have Sentinels. I think there's only 4 minions in the Sentinel deck. I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to add, You'll Pay for This and Dropkick. So hopefully for those 2, one will take care of some of the thwarting, and one will add a little bit more attack. I am running with a 40 card deck, so that's the reason why I'm swapping those out. But I do think that the biggest asset that I have in this game, well, I'll have playing Cyclops, is going to be his signature cards. Being able to pull out tactic cards and be able to blast or do the optic blast, that's going to probably be my key to victory. I don't really like doing the allies, because for me, I don't think I pull out those trainings enough. And I really only have the 3. I probably could add game time, and that would make some of my minions more useful. I don't feel like they stick around for me long enough. And I think part of that is just the way that I play. Is there more optimal ways to play? Sure. But for me, this is what is fun. So, and I think at the end of the day, that's what we're doing, right? I'm playing a card game. I may not play the most optimal way, but I'm going to play in a way that I find fun. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you when I go and fight against the Absorbing Man.